Hey everyone, thanks for joining the WoW Collector on another video. Today I'm tackling Gilneas and the start of collecting all the things. This first quest is where the wagon breaks down. This is our first piece of transmogable gear that drops. I did unfortunately notice I'm going to have to go back through the Worgen starting zones on a male plate and cloth armor class type character. However, the Druid is one of those characters that I want leveled first just for its ability to tank and sprint through old raids. Really like the Worgen skins. I think they're pretty sweet. I picked the human character with the black hair, and it's got a pretty sweet sheen on it. I'll show that in some later videos just to talk about those things. That looks kind of cool. One of the things I'm a little worried about is we are getting updated Goblin and Worgen um, skins, so I'm wondering if that's going to affect the Druid. We'll have to wait and see on that one. This is that area after the town, so we break down in the wagon outside the Eaton encampment, or Eton, and then we meet up in town, do a few quests, and come to this huge, beautiful looking ridge. It's a great place. It's really expansive, and they really didn't do that much with it. It's just a couple quests here. Kill these two guys, come back, turn in the quest. And of course, one of these guys jumps to his death. Kind of sneak around here. They give you a potion to do this with. Being a druid, it makes it kind of simple. Um, it's interesting to read and find out that I have to rerun this starting area 4 times. It's kind of sad. I did look up the items for the other armor classes, and I couldn't find that gear dropping from anywhere else. So right here we're killing the first guy, break stealth, turn to bear. Such a sweet looking bear. Still not as nice as neon bear when you get uh, from running the mythic. I think it's plus 15. Then I had to raid Nighthold, and I do a couple other things. So I'm gonna get neon bear again on this guy. Obviously, being 120 is going to help. I wonder if I can solo Nighthold on a bear tank. That's kind of the goal: is get everybody 120 and get them geared, and then go knock out all the old quests. Um, Just as a whole, I think the Worgen starting area is really long, but if I remember correctly, the Goblin one was even longer. Um, with full Mogs, I think or full heirlooms, I do think I get out of here at 120. I'm sorry, at 22, I want to say, when I finish the final quest. We can take a look at it when it gets to that point. Um, so we finish up that quest and we go to turn it in, and it's kind of something I wanted to highlight for everybody. This quest is supposed to be turned in outside the gates of Gilneas, but right there at that point there was a gentleman who would fast travel you to that location on a mount. However, with my cat, I decided to run because I didn't really read the quest that well. We show up outside of Gilneas, the walls, and like usual, you're waiting out here, waiting for things to start. After about 5 minutes, we finally realized how to talk to somebody. Um, it's this gentleman over here on the right. Once you speak to him, it starts everything because the quest doesn't really initiate until the person in the front has their red text. And you can kind of see on the right hand side of the screen as my druid approaches. Yeah, and then he kind of starts this quest. Basically, just continue to motivate your troops and kind of stay with the group. Makes it a lot faster, I felt. And I felt like each player character here, if they attacked separate people and then they made sure their kind of collective militia followed, we were able to get things done a lot quicker. Kind of jumping ahead. This is in the area where you've killed a bunch of undead and you're approaching Sylvanas, and it's kind of a turning point in World of Warcraft lore, if you will. I probably don't have a good view of it, but let's see. We're just beating on Sylvanas, and she's kind of just sitting there taking it. I'll sit back and let you guys watch this. And Sylvanas escapes. Obviously, the hate between the two of these characters kind of intensifies throughout Legion, but at this point, this is kind of where things really took a turn for the worse. I mean, yeah, the undead were in the Gilneas already upset again, but this is pretty rough. All right, so when you get to this point, you've boarded the Forsaken ship after using the glaives and whatnot, and I wanted to kind of highlight it for people who didn't get discouraged. There were myself and a warrior here, so we killed these things pretty quickly. You first to kill all the ads, so we took care of that pretty fast here. 1 to 2 shot and everything. And then from this point, it's supposed to have some dialogue, and you drop down on some ropes, but it took a while to kick in. So for anyone who is at this point, don't get discouraged. There is a delay. It seems to be on a timer. So even if you kill them fast or slow, there's just a certain point that has to happen. I don't know if it's a minute and a half, what it is. I wish DBM would pick it up, but after a certain length of time, the ropes are able to be clicked on. And the guy I was with was hoping he'd get the rope to hang himself just because how long it was taking. Because even then, like at this point, I think in the story she tells you to go the other side. So I'm just kind of waiting here. So once I have the Druid finished, I'm going to go Warrior, Hunter, and Warlock. And I'm just going to level them to the end of this quest when we go to Darnassus. Then I will send the gold to one of my other tunes and delete the character. But I just wanted to have it just to get the initial mogs done. Actually, I wonder if at this point we're done. It does look like, based on my all the things, that I am finished. So, and once I have 100% with the character, they're gonna be done. The hunter, which is a male class, did share mogs with other hunter drops, specifically in West Hill, which is the human starting area. So, but I did not find anything for the plate and for the cloth. So the idea was um, to get those done. That way I don't have to come back to Gilneas again. It is a drag. It's pretty laborious, obviously. I mean, honestly, it took me over an hour to finish it. That's a long time. Um, just waiting for the big dude. And again, there's more waiting here. So even if you run down and kill him like we did, um, the story still has to go through its paces. We'll wait till that big orc lumbers down, and then we'll kind of move on from there. So there you have it. I have finished the entire Druid starting area, gotten all the mogs, and I'll move forward on my questing from there. Appreciate you watching this video. I'd love it if you could subscribe to the WoW Collector as I continue my quest to collect everything in the world of Warcraft. I appreciate you being here. Take care and happy collecting.